Good afternoon. Fade to Black breaking news for this Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. Help support the show. You know what to do. Get yourself Fade to Black t-shirt. 2 shirts, 2 ways to get them. 2 links are below. Also, become a Fade or Not. 4 ways to do that. Become a game changer, and you will get, let me reach for it, Fade to Black Blend, River Moon Coffee. That's right. Become a game changer today. Great week here on Fade to Black. James Beecham on Monday, Lynn Katai last night. Tonight, Leslie Mitchell Clark. We're going to be talking about ET hypnotherapy. And then tomorrow night, Britt Elders is here. All right. Now, I've been talking about this. I've got 6 major events in the second half of 2024. All the links are below. I've got the Anunnaki TV premiere here in Los Angeles. I've got DisclosureFest, Stairway to the Stars at Castaic Lake here in Los Angeles. I've got the 2024 Conscious Life Awards in Miami, Florida. I've got the Contact at Sea cruise to Alaska. I'm heading over to Egypt in October and then to South America, Peru, and Bolivia. All the links are below. All right. Very simple. Get your tickets and info. Everything's selling out. So I just don't want you to be disappointed. All right. All right. If there's any spaces left, come and celebrate my birthday over in Egypt. All right. On this day in history, 1970, with the world anxiously watching Apollo 13. That's right. That suffered a severe malfunction on its way to the moon, touched down safely in the Pacific Ocean on this day in 1970. Here's your Fader fact, one of the craziest Fader facts I've ever done. And I've done a lot, and they've all been crazy. But check this out. Coca-Cola bought all of the website URLs that can be read as AHH. That's right. They bought them all the way up to 62 H's. And that is your Fader fact. Breaking news. Heavy thunderstorms hit the United Arab Emirates yesterday, dumping the heaviest rain ever recorded in the country in the span of hours as it flooded out portions of major highways and Dubai's international airport. Dubai said the rain was an historic weather event that surpassed anything documented since the start of data collection in 1949. That's 17 years before the discovery of crude oil in 1966. That's crazy. By the end of yesterday, more than 5.5 inches of rainfall had soaked Dubai in 24 hours. Rain also fell in Bahrain, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. The city and county, I read this, this is breaking news. Thank you, Renee, for this. It's pretty nuts. The city and county of Honolulu has started the process of removing the haiku stairs. That's right, commonly known as the Stairway to Heaven hike. The popular illegal hike is made up of about 4,000 stairs that will soon be removed. That's right. Hikers going up there, TikTok, YouTubers, right? Live streaming from the stairs. It's caused too much traffic in the neighborhood there. The stairs were originally built in 1942 to provide access to a military radio station during World War II. Now, hikers were allowed legally to use the stairs until 1987 when the U.S. Coast Guard closed access due to vandalism. Removing the Stairway to Heaven. Wow, that's crazy. An experimental error. Now, this is one of those news reports. It's a little funky. It's a little disturbing, but check this out. An experimental error led a team of scientists researching bumblebees to make a startling discovery: the insect's remarkable ability to survive underwater for up to a week. A study published in the journal Biology Letters today described how scientists from Canada's University of Guelph accidentally submerged hibernating queen common eastern bumblebees in water and were astonished to find out they had survived. They almost drowned queen bumblebees. Anyway, the team carried out an experiment involving 143 common eastern bumblebee queens and found that those kept underwater for periods of up to 7 days had similar survival rates to those not kept underwater. Science. Earlier today, all Alaska Airlines planes were grounded nationwide. Now, the ground stoppage has been canceled. Within 3 hours, in the past 3 hours, the United States Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, issued a ground stop advisory for Alaska Airlines, saying in an alert, quote, all Alaska mainline and subcarrier flights ground stopped, end quote. It was due to a technological issue, according to Alaska Airlines officials, and flights are resuming, though some delays are expected. It excluded SkyWest, which provides regional service for Alaska Airlines and others. No reasons for the alert. No, that was originally provided for the grounding from the FAA. They haven't said anything, but Alaska Airlines said that they experienced an issue this morning while performing an update to the system that calculates their planes' weight and balance. Alaska Airlines, Boeing. Speaking of Boeing, Boeing's first Starliner spacecraft for astronauts rolled out on a trailer to the United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket around 5 a.m. yesterday morning in preparation for its International Space Station mission set for no earlier than May 6th. Here we go. They also unveiled the new spacesuits. They're pretty cool. I'll talk about that tomorrow. Last week in London, Halo, that's Halo, and that's not the TV show. No, not the video game. No, it's a company. Halo Space CEO Carlos Mira unveiled the interior design for its Aurora space capsule, which his team hopes will transport 10,000 passengers to near space by 2030, lifted by a balloon. The pressurized capsule measures 16 and a half feet wide and 11 and a half feet tall. Check this, and will be suspended from a huge helium balloon. 8 passengers, that's kind of packed in too, by the way, will be seated inside for journeys lasting up to 6 hours. Halo Space declared at the presentation that it's offering new, safe, and zero emissions alternatives to space flights and has already completed 5 successful test flights. Founded in 2021, just a few years ago, by the way, it has the ambitious goal of beginning to offer commercial flights in 2026 for the relatively bargain price range of $50,000 to $200,000 a pop. Yeah, I guess you get an aisle seat for $50,000. You don't get a window seat. I'm just saying. Yesterday, a commuter reported to station staff in Tokyo that a 16-inch snake had been spotted in the carriage of a high-speed bullet train arriving from Nagoya, and all of this according to the Central Japan Railway Company. The train had been scheduled to depart for the city of Osaka, but was instead put out of service as a precaution. Another train had to be assigned to the route, causing a delay that, while brief by, United States standards, it was relatively significant for Japan's relentlessly punctual service. That's right. Snakes on a bullet train. Yeah, I said it. I had to. You knew I was going to. Finally, I'll leave you with this. The world's oldest known wild bird is back to dating. That's right. Dating on a remote island off of Hawaii after losing her lifelong sweetheart, Bo. The female albatross, named Wisdom, is in her 70s and has been cruising around the North Pacific Ocean since the Eisenhower administration, according to the United States Fish and Wildlife Service. Biologists first identified Wisdom in 1956 and put a band around her right leg. It's red and white. It's a little band. It's pretty cool. It's like a bracelet. Pretty cool. It's pretty fashion forward, right? And it's still attached today. I've seen the pictures. She was already mature when she was banded, meaning she could be right now today 73 years old, 2 decades older than the average lifespan of her species. And now, homegirl has been seen courting new mates on the island. And all I've got to say is right on. You go. Fun fact, by the way, Wisdom has flown 3.5 million miles in her lifetime, the equivalent of 7 round trips to the moon. She's dating. She's at a singles bar right now in Hawaii. You got to love it. And there you go. Fade to Black breaking news. That is all of the news that you need for this Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Neumann. I'm Jimmy Church. Now, tonight on the show, ET hypnotherapy. I said I'd never do it. I did it. And tonight, we're going to talk about it. All that and much more tonight on Fade to Black. But for now, all I've got is Go Backley Tappy.